girls, hello and welcome back to Subconscious Food. If you're new to the channel, Subconscious Food gives you the tools, techniques and tips to empower you to live your most happy, fulfilled and abundant life. In today's video we are talking about why it's so important to know thyself. Let's get straight on to the video. The ancient sages once said, know thyself. And the reason why knowing thyself is so important is because it gives you an indication of why you are here, what's your purpose, and what will give you the most joy, happiness, and fulfillment. Ultimately, when we think of being fulfilled, when we think of progressing, when we think of jumping onto the property ladder to get more houses and land and more buildings under our name, it's because we believe that this will help us progress, this will help us be fulfilled, this will help us in our mission. If we are looking to climb up the corporate ladder or climb up your career ladder wherever you work, the purpose of that is progression, fulfillment, consciousness, expansion. The reason why we go and we strive and we work hard towards getting there is because we believe that will make us feel fulfilled. If we think about why people don't just study a bachelor's or an undergraduate degree and they go ahead and they would strive and aim for a PhD, it's the same reason. People want to be experts in their field. They want to feel as though they're progressing. They want to feel as though they're fulfilled. They want to feel as though they're expanding. They want to feel as though they are reaching their optimum, they're reaching their prime, they're reaching their ripe state. A bit like how a tree will blossom in different various stages into an apple tree, if it's due to be an apple tree, and it will make sure that it's got all the necessary components to enable itself to become an apple tree. And once it becomes an apple tree, it has reached its cycle of fulfillment, and then will begin that cycle again so it can continue to produce these ripe juicy apples. I will link up a video to more on the idea of progression and consciousness. So as we can see from these examples, knowing thyself helps you to understand the reasons why we do what we do. And when you can understand the reasons why you are getting yourself so bogged down, so stressed out at work, for example, then everything starts to make sense. Everything then becomes more clear because you're not feeling as though, what's the point of this? Why am I even doing this? Who is this for? Because when we reach a plateau in our line of progression, it starts to even out, we can sort of feel like, why am I making all this effort then anyway if I'm still going to be at the same place? And the answer to that question, or the solution, shall I say, to that question, is knowing thyself. It's finding out why you are doing that particular thing in the first place. What you may find when you know thyself is you may find that climbing up the career ladder in that specific industry is not serving you for your highest good and greatest joy anymore, and you may find that actually you need to look at what types of things that you do in your role that brings you the most joy, fulfillment and happiness. Now some of you might be thinking, I can't always go and do what's fun for me. You can go and do what's fun for you, because the more fun you have with what you are doing, the more fun experiences you will attract onto you, the more fun you will then have as a result, and that cycle will continue and continue. What do we know in the law of attraction? What we give is equal to what we receive. So if you're having these wonderful fun experiences, you're enjoying every day going to work, you're enjoying coming home and doing work, you're enjoying relaxing on the weekend, and you're enjoying looking forward to starting your week again at work, then you're going to attract more of that same onto you. And then you're going to start to feel very inspired. You're going to start to understand the purpose of why you're even here. You're going to understand more about yourself. Another very, very important reason when it comes to relationships, for example, why we need to know thyself is because we need to understand what our needs are. Often we look at other people as an opportunity for them to fulfill our needs. And we can feel very disheartened. We can feel very angry. We can feel very unfulfilled when we experience certain relationships with people and we don't understand our own needs, but we expect them to fulfill our needs even when we don't understand what those needs are. An easy way of understanding your needs is to understand your love language. What is your love language? Is it acts of service? Is it words of affirmation? Is it quality time? And so on and so forth. What do you need from someone to feel loved? What is the language of love that you speak? Each and every single one of us in our multidimensionality have different aspects of us coming through all the time as we explore and implore different parts of us. So when you understand what it is that you need, for example, if you've got a specific person or your other half, your partner, and they are buying you a lot of gifts and your love language is quality time, you are going to feel a little resentful towards them because you're not going to understand why they are buying you gifts every time they are at the airport, when they are spending lots of time with other people or at work or, you know, whatever it is, and your love language is quality time. You'll be looking for that quality time. You'll be expecting that quality time. But if you don't become present, aware and conscious to this feeling that you're experiencing, you're not going to be able to know thyself. So when you start to become very conscious and present to the moment, you can realize that actually you are feeling betrayed, you are feeling unheard, you are feeling unloved, you are feeling unfulfilled because you haven't realized what you need, and you haven't then in that moment started to take the steps to be able to fulfill yourself. When you understand what it is that you need, you can start giving yourself that self-love back. You can start making yourself feel whole again. And when you start making yourself feel whole again and you start to feel whole again, happy and fulfilled, the law of attraction says what we give is equal to what we receive. So you will receive more of that wholeness, that fulfillment in return. That will then be reflected to you in your outer reality because it's happened in here, so it will be reflected to you out here too. Suddenly you may find that your partner has started to spend more time with you because you now love yourself, because you know, now you understand more about yourself. Or maybe you now love yourself so much that you're able to now have a conversation with your partner and say, actually, it's important to me for us to spend time together. Here's when we should do it. Here's when we could do it. And you can start to send out some suggestions. You then start to bring and claim back your power that you are kind of giving away, and allowing the universe just to play out everyone and anyone's scripts, you could say. Because you've started to know thyself. You've started to understand who you really are, what you're here for, why you want to do things, and you've started to love yourself enough to realize that the universe loves you. The universe always has your back. You've only got to tune in and turn on, and you'll be able to experience more of the same in return to you. It's been a pleasure and an honor to share this information with you. Do comment down below if you love this topic about knowing thyself and getting more into that self-actualization, that self-realization, because this is what this channel is all about. It's all about empowering you, getting you to your happy place, your fulfilled place, your abundant place. If you haven't already subscribed, I'm so grateful for all of your subscriptions. Do go ahead, click the subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications, get notified every time I post a new video. Until next time, beautiful souls, namaste, bye.